Let's go.
Wow. Well, I mean,
that?
that was all good and everything, but the logos were backwards and my name wasn't first. And
sorry,
but other than that,
you didn't make the thing. I didn't make it either. I got to give a shout out to my man Nathan Lippy from Blackstone. Threw that together for us.
Wow, somebody cares about us.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's pretty good. So. But I'm Steve. I'm from It's All About the Barbecue, and the man sitting next to me is Ryan, the chairman of the board of Barbecue Blackstone and Beer. Page. We have to say page now because StreamYard won't let us share it to the groups anymore. Actually, I already shared it to my group, so don't double share it.
My page isn't on here.
Huh? Well, I went to I went to your YouTube. Isn't it up there? I shared it to all the Barbecue Blackstone and Beer things. Well, we don't need your page.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh, there it goes. No, there's up there.
No, I just put it in there.
I hit all the, I don't know.
Anyway, guys, it's Thursday night. It's 7 p.m. We are back. Thursday night barbecue chat.
Look at I bleached out again. I'm back. I'm back from the trip down there to South Carolina. Everything went well. The kids graduated. Everything success. Made the trip back home fine. Stopped in Pigeon Forge. How could you not stop in Pigeon Forge when you're driving back from the south? And then I always made the stop to Buc-ee's, which if you haven't been to Buc-ee's, you're missing out.
Never been to a Buc-ee's.
Well, then you're missing out because it is something in its own thing.
It's almost as good as something that we have local going on here. The guests tonight.
The guests tonight are from one of my favorite places in the whole wide Chicago area to get barbecue. And to be honest with you, they don't call themselves a barbecue joint for a reason because they have more than just barbecue. They have everything imaginable and things you wouldn't even think of on their menu. And it's always good.
We're going to discuss something tonight, but without further ado, Chicago Culinary Kitchen. Gregg and Kristina, how we doing?
Hi guys, how are you? Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, no, it's an honor to have you on the show because it is one of my favorite places to eat in the whole Chicago area. And as I always say, I am glad it is all the way up in Palatine because otherwise I'd probably be there all the time, every day, and I would end up looking like Ryan with that big belly in the front. And
damn,
oh my gosh.
You can't look this good.
Well, I can bleach
you only
myself
get to go like
out
this.
again.
Well, look.
Oh yeah, I got just a little beard. Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anyways, enough bantering.
Yeah.
Be nice, Steve.
I was nice. I said nice. I said I'd have a nice body like yours.
If you ate barbecue every day.
If I ate barbecue every day.
Yeah. This is a body by barbecue.
It fills out all the right spots.
Yeah.
Oh no! I laughed and I bleached myself out.
She laughed all the blood right out of your face.
Yeah, I did. I laughed everything out. Wow, look at I got unidentified. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So yeah, Chicago Culinary Kitchen. Gregg, Kristina, if you guys want to just jump in here, tell us a little. I mean, we know where you guys are at, but let's let the viewers know where you guys are at and what your background is.
So we are in Palatine, not to be confused with Chicago Culinary Kitchen.
Right.
2391 North Hicks Road. And we've been there at that location for just about 3 years now.
Why are we called Chicago Culinary Kitchen?
True story is we originally opened as an event space. We were going to do barbecue and invite other Chicago chefs to rent the space out to do whatever they wanted to do. And the address was also 773, so that's an area code to Chicago. So that's what we went with. But 5 months after we opened the event space, people kept asking us to please just open as a barbecue restaurant and sell your barbecue. And that's what we did.
And I didn't want to be called Jimmy's Barbecue Shack or whatever, just because I didn't, because then I mean.
You're stuck with barbecue.
I'm stuck doing that, and it's not like not being creative, I need another outlet of something else to do as well. And I just think that, barbecue lends itself so much. Smoked food is global with different things that we have, right? Just because we're doing XYZ doesn't mean it can't be smoked first, or we can't we can't do something in the pit with it as well, so that's why, we did that as well.
Well, and also if you think about it, barbecue isn't always just smoked. It's using live fire. It can be grilling, it can be smoking. Like you're barbecuing, you're cooking with fire, with heat. That's not coming from your oven or your stove. And so there's so many ways to utilize that.
And you guys were big for a little bit, and I think you still have the Brazilian griller thing that spins everything. And
Yeah, so we have the churrascos. We now have the asado grill, so that open fire cooking, because that's very popular. And then I also have that open fire asado grill that is from Mill Scale. And then I have a giant Santa Maria. I have a giant Santa Maria coming, a custom made one from TMG. It is a monster. It is 8 feet of 2-level Santa Maria.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it really is.
It's beautiful. We've seen video and picture. That's it, but it's coming soon.
But both Mill Scale and TMG make incredible pits. Just the machine and the millwork they're doing is nuts out of there. And we've also been doing, Christine and I, we went to Spain last year specifically just to learn about paella. So we've been making that with fusion as well. We've been taking some parts of barbecue and putting that in with the paella as well.
A lot of your food seems like they're mixed in with something else. So it's not your typical.
We love fusion because we love to travel for food. We've been doing barbecue for so long. We don't necessarily like to eat barbecue all the time, but we like to infuse it. So, whether it's Asian, Korean, Mexican, whatever it is, you can find those flavors that play really well together. And he's a master at doing that. And those are the things I eat on the menu at this point. I'm like, what's your special, hon? Because that's what I want to eat.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, because your travels influence a lot of what you're actually true foodies as opposed to just barbecue people.
Yeah, you'll see, like, you can tell where we've been sometimes just by the course of what kind of food that we'll have on the menu then. But some things have stuck, our regular menu on the board is pretty small. I think there's maybe 20 items on top, all together. And some of those are sides, but even some of the sides that we've made, like patatas bravas, we brought that back from Spain, and that is now like, it's a staple. That's never leaving. It's forever now on there. So just some certain items like that that we've grasped along the way, we put that on there then.
And it's the weekly specials that they change every week. Like this week, I'm going to show this out here now, but this is this week here. So I'm kind of
they actually change daily. So there's a solid menu that is you can always rely on, and there's enough on there that you find what you like, and there's always something to go to. But there's always a new thing every day. So the savory specials he does, they make sure there's a new one every day of the week. And then on the weekends, there's a new dessert special for Saturday and Sunday, in addition to the pig candy and the bread pudding. So we try to make sure there's always the basis of people that can rely on it. And then there's always something new and fresh, which keeps people coming back for something new to try something and lets them kind of get a taste of where we've been. If they can't travel, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Like I can't travel that much, so
yeah, right.
I'm excited. I know for anybody that's out there that's in the area, I know we will be there Saturday for the BBQ Love Tour. So if anybody's looking to join us, let us know, and we'd love to have you up there at 11, right? Yeah,
11 a.m. As soon as those doors open.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, the nice thing now is that when Gregg and Christine first started out, they were only open on Saturdays and Sundays, I believe. So it was, if you weren't there early, you were waiting in this long line. Not that there's not a long line they're open now, I believe, Wednesday through Sunday. There's still a line, but it's not this massive. I mean, it was like the closest thing you would have to like a driver's dine-ins and drive type of feel. Because if you didn't get there early, you were in this really long line, and which is an attest to how good the food is.
What's the saying? Come late, lose weight.
Right. But now, do you still have?
I'm early or late. I get it.
Yeah. Ryan's obviously never been late too much, but
wow.
See what I got?
But you know what? I got a lot of payback to do, Ryan. I've let you bash on me for probably the last month, including with the guests.
Yeah.
Do you still do the tradition? If you're first in line, you get a free beer, or is that not longer a?
No, because sometimes there's not a first in line. You don't have that line that lines up at 11 a.m. I mean, you could have somebody coming in at 11:15, 11:20. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm not standing out there waiting for them. But but if there's but again, I'm sometimes I'm busier doing certain things as well.
But you gotta remember when we first opened, so we went from the event space to the barbecue place. So we, instead of just being an event space, we opened weekends only. Like you said, it was Saturday and Sunday. We were open at 11 a.m. and we would be sold out by 2 p.m. So depending on the special that Greg had created that day, the line might start at 9 or 10 a.m. So I mean, they're there 1 to 2 hours before we even opened. So yeah, you get a free T-shirt and a beer. I mean, that's commitment. You need something like, thank you, you're awesome. And
Yeah,
now,
right.
like, and we kept listening to the concerns of the customers, like, okay, not enough hours, not enough seats, not enough food. So we went from, being the event space to being open on the weekends. And we did that for about 5 years, and kind of got a feel for the industry and got our food trucks so we could extend our catering abilities at that time. And then when we opened the new location, it's 5 days a week now, and it's lunch and dinner. So we're open Wednesday 11 to 8, all the way through Saturday 11 to 8, and then Sunday 11 to 7. So unless there's like a really crazy special, like you don't get that line unless it's
Right.
Father's Day. Father's Day is insane all day. It's the only day that we will actually really start selling out of everything. And people
Wow.
don't care. They come, it takes them an hour to get in line and order. Then they wait almost an hour for the food and they're just having a great time. They don't care.
With Mother's Day coming up right around the corner, I thought it was funny because my wife was like, well, what are we doing? Where are we going for Mother's Day? What are you making for Mother's Day? And I'm like, well, wait a second. For Father's Day, I usually have to cook. So she didn't really like it when I was like, what are you cooking for Mother's Day?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
We got prime rib.
She loves prime rib.
why do you think I bought you an oven?
I want to throw this out too, since you did bring up the food truck and everything. You have a food truck on Saturday as well too,
Yeah.
at 121 Garlish Drive at Elk Grove Village from 12 to 3. So if you guys are in the area for that, go check it out.
Yeah, we're at Microphone Brewery.
Microphone Brewery. Yes.
wow, we might have to do a.
We can do a double dip.
We have to do a double.
tour.
I'm going to tell you
little-
right now, I got two things. I got that burger on that truck, and I also have that taco on the truck that will not be at the restaurant. That lamb taco is going to be nuts.
We may that. Well, no, I suggested
It's on
that we
your-
may have to.
No, it's not on your way back, but it's not that far.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
It's
I've
a
already
short
been
little
told not to eat a lot because we're going out to dinner for Mother's Day, but I'm going to have a big doggy bag to take home with me.
Right?
You can't. How do you can't go to that restaurant without eating a lot? I don't understand.
Well, I'm
how
still
that-
going to eat a lot, but I mean, that just, it's just going to happen. We're going
Have
to figure
smaller
it.
portions at dinner. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you eat something at dinner, that's all that matters. So.
Yeah.
Do what the kids do. Stir the food around with a fork.
A margarita is considered food.
There you go.
All right, let me get a couple. We're going to Cooper's Hawk.
Wine
Oh,
is considered
wow.
food.
Wine's a food. Yeah, I'm eating grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Done.
Get your
I don't
food
even
in.
know if there's a comparison between Cooper Hawk and Culinary Kitchen. I mean,
I know I'm going to be eating one more than the other, so it's all right. She'll get mad at me, but
I think you go to Cooper's Hawk for the wine, whatever. I don't think you really go per
For the
se
food.
for. Yeah, you don't.
so who designed the? I don't know if Ryan, if you have actual pictures of the food truck, but who designed the food truck? Was that a mutual? Yeah. Figure. Yeah, I thought that was
Numbers,
cool.
logistic, creative.
And did the flames still shoot out the top, or is that?
The flames were a side piece that we had. They were called poofers, and those poofers are really cool. The way they would, but some people frown upon having things that shoot flames at events. But I don't have them anymore. But I mean, I love those things. Those things were awesome, right? I mean, who has flamethrowers, dude? I love those things.
You can always get more.
frown on those.
I might
How
bring
do you
those
not-
back again.
how do you not have a food truck with flames shooting out the top? I mean,
right? We would just put the flames. We put the poofers behind it, and it kind of gave that vision.
yeah,
it wasn't.
they were. That was really cool. I do have to say
Yeah.
that was the coolest part of the whole food truck. So, what are you doing, Ryan? You got a question, or you got a?
I'm getting the truck.
Oh, you're trying to. Oh, look at you got a guest. I guess special guest. I didn't know you guys had dogs.
I have 4 of them.
What kind of dog is it?
A mutt.
A rescue.
They're all rescues.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that thing.
Mm-hmm. Guess who's in charge out of all of them? She is.
The small one.
The
Is
smallest.
she the smallest one? Yeah.
Yep.
Go figure that one.
I'm gonna see
So
how
you're-
this comes up.
There. Oh, it came out a little bit blurry, but yeah.
Yeah, it didn't come up. that
Sometimes
good.
you. No, there's. I know that if you go search back, there's videos of the
I'm
poofers
getting there.
doing the
Yeah.
flames out the top. So, but your barbecue. You're more a little bit of a Texas barbecue. You're not a true like a Kansas City type of barbecue because.
No, I mean, as far as let's talk brisket. That is definitely a Texas style. Ours is definitely I'll rival anybody's brisket in Texas. I can battle anybody. That's not a problem. Even though we don't, we cook on the old hickories versus the offset. I still think that our brisket stands up really amazing. As far as ribs go, I mean, ribs are ribs. Excuse me. I would say the only thing that's different is our pulled pork. I would think that that's more a Carolina style than it is a Texas style, just because Texas really doesn't have
I think for
much
the whole
pork.
I think for the whole
Pork.
reason, like the whole not like we went with Texas barbecue is we really rely on the meat to carry it. I never want to go to a place and order a plate of meat and have it come out completely sauced and trying to figure out what's underneath the sauce. So
Right.
we encourage we might use a little bit of so the pork's not Texas or whatnot, and we do now glaze our barbecue ribs with a sauce before we finish them on the grill, but they're not smothered. So it's
Right.
we really try to start with the quality and product and do as little as necessary to make the meat shine.
Yeah, I with all the barbecue love tour stops that we've done with Steve, I've learned to go no sauce, put it all on the side. I want to taste what you're cooking.
Yeah, first before you mask it with anything.
Yeah,
Right.
And you
if
should.
it's covered in sauce, you're covering something up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or you just don't know better, and that's just how you roll. But
Yeah.
and you know what?
Right.
If that's their success, then that's cool. I mean, I don't knock anybody for that. I mean, that's just there's just different. I try to keep it very simplistic. Remember, I mean, Steve, at the old place, we didn't even have sauce at the old place even.
No.
But when we moved, we had so much more volume. We got hammered. People were just like, "Oh, there's no sauce, this, that." So I mean, I had to invent sauce basically. So I did. I mean, but I the problem that I had was that I'm like, oh, I can't do the same basic shit that everybody else does.
Right.
I'm like, I need sauces that you won't find, anywhere else or something that's different. So, we make 4 out of the 5 sauces that we have now. So
That's what I was gonna say is that because of our location, I mean, that's why places do sauce because Midwesterners like sauce. That's what they like. We just prefer to not serve it on the plate, have it available. They can pick what sauce, put as much sauce as they want. We just hope that they would try the meat first before they drowned it in sauce. But I mean, let's face it, the Midwest loves to put things in sauce.
I mean, I grew up on Carson's Ribs. I grew up on Gale Street, right? And that was, I mean, I want the sauce before anything else. Actually, it was a good sauce.
Well, I got to get my wife down here. I mean, every single time she's making something, even with my son that's a very picky eater. When she's trying something new, she's like, dip it in ketchup. No, stop. You're just okay. He likes ketchup. We get it.
It's sugar and salt.
Yeah. Try it
Taste
first.
If you don't like it, then dip it in ketchup and see if you like it that way.
Well, remember sauce, salsa, all those things, they're an accoutrement, right? Sometimes a certain protein or a sandwich or something may need an accoutrement, maybe because of it needs an acid or something like that to help brighten that up. But other than that, and I mean, that's what basically sauce is, right? It's high in acid, so it helps brighten that. It helps cut that fat that's in that in all that barbecue as well. So that's why we'd put that on there. But I don't want it to mask it. I want it to blend together with it. I want it to be a harmony. A marriage of it.
Right. I think I got the truck here. Let me see if this one's any better. There it goes.
Oh, that's better.
Alright,
Yeah,
nice.
look at that thing.
Yeah, that's
It
awesome.
looks like a spaceship because of the
Right.
background.
Yeah, I love that truck.
I love that. I love that truck.
I love that truck. I just like to drive it to work every day.
Done. You could buy it right now. You can come write me a check.
I don't know if you'd like the gas mileage on it, but
like done. Cheers. You want it? You got it.
Yeah.
That's a small business owner right there. You walk in, you want the restaurant, it's yours. Just give me the right amount of money. I'll give you the keys today.
Done.
See?
Well, that's why, that's another thing. When people ask, they're like, what's in the rub? Is it special? And I'm like, no, it's not. I can tell you what's in it. I'm like, I can't tell you everything that's in it only because I don't know everything that's in it sometimes. I'm like, I don't know the fine. I can give you the basics of it, but I can't give you like the details. Like, here, you want my brisket rub? Simple. Watch. Granulated garlic, salt, pepper, espresso. Done. That's my brisket rub.
Mm-hmm.
In a nutshell. There's no secret. You want to come do it? Come on, do it. Go.
We do a beer, bourbon, and barbecue class, and one of the things we say is, because in some of the classes we'd see people trying to scribble down notes and everything, and we're like, look, you paid for the class. We actually have no secrets. You want the recipe? You can have it. We'll see you in 2 weeks because it's a lot of work. Like, you're not going to want to go home and do this all the time. Come by us, buy the portion you need, go home, enjoy it, go on with life.
So since you brought it up, speaking of classes, I know you guys got a class coming up. Here's one of the pictures. But here on the 14th is the barbecue beer and bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's a double this time. A double beverage.
Well,
Yeah,
I like
we
it.
found those.
It's almost like
better.
it's almost like barbecue Blackstone and beer. I'm just saying, it's got a triple B in there. It's like a marriage put
Right.
together.
No. It's not even close.
the best 3 Bs that you get on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, from someone who's an experienced veteran of the classes, if no one's been to one, I highly recommend. I think the last time Joe Wanamaker and I usually go around my birthday. I always ask Greg, "You're going to have my birthday November 14th?" Because there's always a class around there. So Joe and I always would go. And I think the last time we went, I think we were sitting next to people who hadn't been there before for a class, and we went into one of the breaks or we did something, and I went up and I grabbed 3 or 4 to-go containers, and the guy's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Trust me, I've been through this." I said,
Yeah.
and Greg is exactly right. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. I said, you just want a little bite of everything. I said, trust me, you come home. I mean, you eat a lot while you're there. Plus you get the extra benefit of the beer, the bourbon, whatever it is, plus the instruction. And you're going to walk home with a doggy bag. And I mean, not even just like a little doggy. I mean, Gregg and Kristina take care of you at these classes. That's all I can say. If you have a chance to go to a class, do not pass it up. They're well worth it.
Thank you. No, we enjoy doing those classes. It's like inviting everybody into our home because that is kind of our home. And it's like, it brings us back to the whole backyard barbecue experience when we started before we had the business and just doing those family parties and friends and stuff over.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic. I'm not a bourbon guy, so the beer one's more my style. Ryan's a bourbon guy.
Yeah,
I got into bourbon after I created my name. I was a big beer guy, and now I'm into bourbon, and I'm like, you just can't change the name, right? It's there.
But there is it. I mean, that class is what it is. It will never. That will definitely be the bourbon and beer class. From I mean, we do the wine one too. That's a fun one too. The wine and swine.
Wine and swine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wine and swine. And then Kristina, you're an official, whatever the beer people are called.
Certified Cicerone. So it's basically like
Cicerone.
a sommelier, but for beer.
I almost said sommelier, and I knew that wasn't right.
I was like, no,
Yeah.
that's
So,
Okay.
so when you go to the classes, not only do you just get Greg does a great job of teaching the food and all that other stuff, but and then Christine goes in and she'll explain the beers and all the different flavors, more detail about a beer that you even knew other than just popping the top off and drinking it. You know what I mean?
I love educating people though. And like, I like the sidebar questions, like the way there's so much history and education that has to go with beer. Like there's a lot that goes into it. And I love when I see somebody get excited about it, especially when we talk about IPAs, because everyone thinks an IPA is like really bitter, and bitter's a bad word. But I always like to use like a New England or hazy or juicy, whatever you want to call it, because it's almost like adult Tropicana, but it's still got that bitterness from like citrus or something. And people will like, wow, I never knew an IPA could like taste like this, because a lot of people don't like IPAs. It's like you're either on or you're off. But yes,
No, I don't like it.
yeah, I don't like.
The problem,
Adult Tropicana, though. I just like the adult Tropicana. I'm like,
It's
that's
like adult
perfect.
Tropicana.
the thing with IPAs, Christina and I remember we traveled for beer. We drank our share of IPAs throughout our lifetime
For like 3 years.
in 3 years. So we drank the hoppiest shit you could possibly find, and we went through everything. And now I can't even touch it to my mouth. I just can't. I mean,
I like my Belgian quads. I like my Maltese. I don't mind a New England hazy, juicy IPA, but one and done for me still.
Can't
But
do it.
It's still.
I can't smell it. I can't. I'm like, oh nope, can't do this. Absolutely not.
That's crazy.
But
I
there's
can't even
feel
think
it,
of traveling for beer.
right?
Like, just doing like a beer traveling tour.
Where
I mean,
do
Ryan.
start for that one.
Yeah.
We have a beer love tour.
we can start one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There we go.
So-
Let's start a beer love tour.
So
We
how
heard
many
it
people
here.
you got on Saturday then?
What was it?
How many people do you have for Saturday then?
It's always a surprise. It usually averages right around 10.
That's fun.
Nice.
It's
Yeah.
always
Well,
a
I will
surprise.
be
We
there.
never know. It's always sometimes nobody says they're coming, and then all of a sudden, because just like when we went to that one place, Ryan, down in Orland Park, we only had like a couple people that said that, clicked on the event that they were coming. We ended up with like almost like 20. So it's like
Nice.
people just show up. So it's like they see it on Facebook. They either come. Obviously, you're a bigger draw than some of the lesser knowns, but I get to eat. That's all that matters. So
Right.
Right. As
Well,
long
I'm
as,
looking
as long
forward
as
to
Steve and I
seeing you guys.
yeah, as long as Ryan and I get to eat, that's everybody else that misses
matters.
out. That's their own
that's
fault.
just the
But
bonus. Yeah.
yeah.
I know we were talking about, you brought up the ribs earlier and saucing and stuff like that, but I got a question. I got to ask about this one.
Oh, that looks good.
Biscuits and gravy back ribs.
What's the question?
I-
It's delicious.
Is
Why are
it
you
available
questioning?
on Saturday?
Nope. So, we
Wow.
do.
They liked it too.
Yeah. They smelt the picture.
Jesus, somebody's attacking.
Yeah, it's probably Amazon or something. So we do that one pickup called Ribs Around the World.
Oh, okay.
In case you don't know, but we do that every quarter or something. We do Ribs Around the World, and I just come up with different profiles of ribs, right? Char siu, we do a Korean one, we'll do a Greek one,
Jelly.
one, but this was a sausage rib. We did a ube. Sorry.
All right. It's live TV.
It's live
Yeah,
TV.
well,
That's the fun of it.
We did an ube rib. We took the ribs and we made them ube. We did all kinds of different things, but that sausage one, that's from Malcolm Reed. I took that from him.
Oh.
Yeah.
I came across the picture and I was just like, I'm just mesmerized by it.
So we
Biscuits
take those ribs and we cure them, right? We cure them just like you would bacon or sausage. So we cure them. We add the sausage seasoning on top when we cook them, and then we braise them again in some of that gravy and some of that seasoning as well, and it tastes like freaking sausage. I mean,
Wow.
it's pork. It's a pork product, right? I mean,
Yeah.
just use your
Right.
imagination. So same thing with the ube rib. The rib looks purple, and we glaze that with a guava glaze, and it's an amazing rib.
But we also do like pastrami beef back ribs and
Yeah.
bacon ribs. Like it's all about how you treat it. Like whether you're doing some kind of a soak or something, or you're just adding seasoning to it. And
So the bacon ribs came up with, I mean, people have been doing that forever, but we came up with that for our rib tips because sometimes rib tips sell and they don't sell. It all depends, whatever. But we took them and we cured them as bacon, and then basically we can cool them down, and then we can have them on call then. And then they're a side dish. The bacon ribs are really, because we use the tips then, and it's a great way for me to use that tip because we're getting the whole spare, and so we cut that down. I mean, I'm still paying for that tip. I need to use it somehow.
Wow, everybody's got noises going on. What's going on?
Right?
Everybody wants
By
that
the way,
dish.
my wife's yelling at my son. I'm assuming that the cat came down the stairs and the dog went after the cat. Yeah, that's what that was.
Everything's fun and but yeah, I did before we and I knew you guys were going to be on. Obviously, I went through and looked at a bunch of pictures, and you just want to get hungry. Just go to their Facebook page and just look at all the pictures of the food. My God, and it's all like ginormous.
It's definitely ginormous, and I'm glad you brought it up that way because I was looking at
healthy portions. Well, no, because we really do try to put we always start with a quality ingredient, and we always want to make sure that you feel like you're on a culinary journey, without feeling like you've been taken for a ride. So we want to make sure you feel like you're getting what you paid for. Like, yes, our prices might be more than somebody else, but we really try to put everything into it so that you're getting what you paid for. The value is there.
Yeah, we don't want to make you feel like you went to Buco de Beppo and had a big giant bowl of pasta. You might it might cost you XYZ for whatever, but that's just the cost of doing. I mean, meat's not cheap. Cost of labor is not cheap. Running a restaurant is not cheap. So barbecue is a labor of love, and I think that a lot of, let's say, chains or something like that bastardize some of this, let's say pricing, hey, well, I can go get this particular sandwich from whatever chain, but it's not the same,
Now we
Yeah,
do
no.
everything in house. So whatever it is, it came in as a raw product and we transformed it, whether it's seasoned.
What's in this? Oh, never mind.
But no, we do take pride in whatever we put out.
No, you can taste it.
Portions. I came across this buffalo chicken sandwich.
Oh, look at that.
Is that a slider
Oh, it's
or
a
is that a
slider
regular
bun.
bun?
Yeah, it's a slider bun. No,
Okay, I was about to say that thing's got to be like this.
it is.
Yeah, but remember,
It is.
No, it is. It's huge.
That's a regular size bun.
Yeah, and that's a regular sized breast though that's on there. We just filleted that breast. So number one, it has that look, but it cooks faster as well this way, and it cooks more even that way. Nobody wants to be on the line and have to cook a chicken breast, a whole chicken breast, and nobody wants to eat a whole chicken breast like that anyways.
No,
It's
right.
just they get dried out really easy. It's even though we brine those, but still, cooking it even cooks much faster. So that way we did it that way.
Yeah, so that's actually a regular size bun, and the chicken
regular.
sandwich. Yeah, and I love when we have to go run that out to somebody, especially when a female orders it. And I'm like, who ordered the chicken sandwich, the big buffalo chicken? She's like, oh, I did. And I'm like, I hope you're hungry.
Boom.
And they're like, and it's just silence. It's like, oh my God.
Can I
But
get
I
a
love
box?
seeing how
Please?
excited they are
Can I
about
get a
it.
box? It should be like we should have like a show, Ryan, just go there and just eat specials because they're always good specials.
Okay, I'm not
There you go.
complaining about that.
He's like, are you buying?
You're
Am I
right.
buying? Well,
Having a
no.
special every day can be daunting sometimes. It's a lot of work to make sure that I got to get my ingredients, whatever. Like if you come in the back, Steve, Christina will take you in the back. I mean, you can look at my spice rack. It's not like a normal spice rack. I have spices from around the world, in both places, because we have the commissary next door where I do all the prep work at. But I have spices all over, and it's like, well, what do you need this spice for? I'm like, I don't know, but when I need it, I have it.
It's there.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, how do speaking of some of the like that chicken sandwich? I mean, are you able just to put that together? Like you just walk in and say, this is what I'm doing? Or do you do like test runs of how it's going to work out? I mean, do you do test cooks of some of
So
these specials?
the chicken sandwich evolved as a special. That's how things happen. So we did the breaded chicken sandwich, the buffalo chicken, and then we did a blackened chicken. I'm like, who's not going to want a blackened chicken? I mean, it's delicious, right?
Yeah.
Nope. Then we put excuse me, we put the buffalo chicken back on there. Everybody wanted it all the time. Boom, on the special from here on out. Now it's done.
Yeah, a
I'm
lot
just
of the
curious.
stuff like we do. So pretty much all the items on the menu, like our fries, we went to one of our purveyors and we had like 30 different types of fries, trying them different cook times, trying different everything. Like we do research our food for product and development to make sure that we're happy with it. Like if we want something that we like and that appeals to the customer. And so like, you know, I don't know.
Agreed.
We ate a lot of burgers and fries to get the burgers and fries together. Goes with everything.
Oh, I'd love
You like a burger or like a smash burger?
Smash burger.
Okay, so smash is like this, like really nice and
Jesus, come
thin.
on, would you just leave
I
that
got-
burger alone?
Steve was all excited about his burger that he cooked with Sonny Lynn, and he called it a smash burger. And this is the burger, and I'm like, that's I don't know if
It's
I
a
really
gorgeous
like
looking
smash
burger, right? It's the one the camera adds weight to it for one, and then
Like
two,
Ryan.
it's Ryan. It adds, and then it's just the angle. It's the angle, Ryan.
Mhm.
It's the angle, you know.
At least you didn't show your.
It's
stupid
not the
onion
flying.
burger.
It's not the Flying
Oh,
Dutchman smash
God.
burger, but you know,
That'll
I
never
like
be
that
on this-
burger. I just don't understand that burger only
it's really
because
messy.
yeah, it's a freaking mess. I mean, basically, it's just. I mean, put the bun on it, call it a day. That's just me. Whatever. I mean, I like because I like the way that all looks and I like the way that all tastes. But I don't, I don't want to wear half of the thing either.
Yeah, no, I cooked that burger once, and then I kept my gloves on when I was eating it, and so many people gave me such a hard time because I was wearing my gloves, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? The thing's just falling apart.
Yeah,
There's nothing you can do. It's a viral burger. Cook it once and you're done, and that's about it. But
yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a smash burger.
My burger didn't fall apart. Right?
Oh, jeez, why do I even have you on the show?
Well, you brought it
Listen,
up. You're on my
in the
show.
intro, my name is first. I just want you to point that out.
Yeah, well, it's my show.
Wow.
No. So you think we're married or something?
I need a few moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should kick you guys out of the stage for a little bit, but
No,
that's what,
you don't even know what to say now.
I was gonna get back to it, but this is like tomorrow is the cabeza, right?
Cabeza.
Cabeza.
Mhm.
Look at that.
Just pull it apart and throw it on a shelf.
Yeah. So that went in the smoker yesterday. We cooled that down. And now it's in the pit again, but it's in a pot and it's braising overnight so that all that beef then it'll basically fall almost off. We'll pick it off that skull tomorrow. The tongue's in there as well. So that tongue will be amazing as there. I mean, you got cheeks, you got jowls, that's the same thing. You got meat on the back of that neck. There's a lot of great eating on that because, it's the collagen rate is very high in there, and it's a nice fatty meat in there.
We went to Mexico City and we're like, no, we just want to eat. We want to eat the weird stuff. And we went and we ate queso, ojo, tacos, bugs. I mean, it was great.
Ew,
Sorry, what?
bugs.
They're
Bugs?
delicious.
Escamoles, little ant larvae, they are delicious. They taste like butter.
I'd serve them here if I can get them.
Yeah. Same with the chapulines. Those are the grasshoppers. Those are really good. Rios are the crickets.
You got the cicadas coming out if you want a new special.
I was gonna
I
say
heard
you can
on the
go
radio
scrape
they
them
were
off.
already talking about ways to prepare them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm down. I don't think we could serve them at the kitchen, but
There's,
if you got them, if you
there's
got them from like a purveyor who, but I would eat
them.
them.
I was gonna say you
we-
just go
I'm sure
scrape
they're
them off some
nutty.
trees.
Bugs are
Yeah.
usually nutty.
We have there's a chocolate it's called the Chocolate Shop here in Plano, Illinois. That's I believe she's doing chocolate covered cicadas.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I might have to go.
No, I don't have to.
You need to.
You got to. You got to try. That's when my wife and I go out to dinner anywhere, and it's like my wife will get the same thing no matter what restaurant she's at. It's the same thing. I love her to death. If you can hear me. But she's like, I'll get something and I'll go. She's like, how was it? And I'm like, it's all right. She's like, I don't know why you try different things. I'm like, because you never know. You never know what it's going to be like.
But there's certain things that I know if I'm going to a restaurant on the menu, I will just scratch that right off the list. I'm like, absolutely not. I'm not eating this. I'm not eating that. Definitely not having a pork chop 9 out of 10 times because I know it's going to be dry already because I know they didn't prepare it the right way. So.
Yeah, we got our good friend Roy is in the house. Let's see everyone on Saturday.
So Roy will be there. Roy and Karen will be there.
See you, Roy.
See you, Roy. Did you ever do a pork chop sandwich? Now that you brought it up, did you ever do a pork chop sandwich?
Yeah, we've done some great pork chops. We did pork chop basically kind of like the chicken. We take that, we take that tomahawk version of that chop and we pound it out and we leave it on the bone. I'm sure it's on our Facebook somewhere. And then we just leave that bone on there and we serve it just like that. And that's a really good chop out of there. Maybe I'm gonna do that next week. Maybe now that you say that.
My favorite's the double bone-in pork chop, and it's brined and it's cooked basically maybe a little past chef temp, and so it is a little bit pink inside, but that's how I like it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just moist and juicy.
Well,
and it's ruined me for ordering pork chops anywhere else.
When it comes to pork or any of those meats, you have to brine that. It's a must. If you're not brining that, you're screwed.
Something to keep in mind. Well, next time
Keep
I
it in
pork
mind.
chops, I gotta brine it.
Always.
I've had the same thing every time I go, and I love pork chops. And every time I'm the same with you. Every time you go to a restaurant, it's always drier than a.
Well, remember, you also have to take in consideration of carryover as well. That's another thing that people don't realize. So if you're taking the chop out, hey, I'm going to cook this to 135. It's overcooked already. So we pull chops out. We cook chops the same as we would cook a big piece of steak as well. We're taking that out of the pit somewhere around 112, 115 tops. And then it's sitting in that, if it's sitting in the warmer, then, holding then, and that's what's making that really nice, getting that moisture back in there. It's going to carry over, especially if it's a double bone pork chop. It's going to carry over.
Yeah. I agree with
on
you.
this
Look at
one.
that. It's not even cooked and it looks good.
Oh no, it's cooked. I got you. Don't worry. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Our tomahawk
pork chop. God.
Yeah.
Thank God you guys are far away. Jeez. Well, I shouldn't say far away from my house. I mean, I could get there, but it's just.
What's the drive?
What do you want to hear,
I'm
Steve?
curious.
No, I don't want to.
What's that?
God.
How long does it take you? Like, where are you at? Like, what's the distance? What's the drive?
Actually, I used to live in Brookfield and now I live in Woodridge, and I'm literally right off 355. So now it actually takes me quicker to get there if I really wanted to. It probably.
Meathead lives in Brookfield.
Yeah, he did. When I was in Brookfield, Meathead literally was. I didn't realize that he was so close until I had to drop books off one day to have him sign them, and he was literally like. Yeah, not even 2 minutes from my house. It was hilarious.
Awesome.
I told him, I said, I can't believe that you lived this close, and I never even known that you were that close. But yeah,
I'm 56 miles.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
it's too bad for you.
I know. So it's a 112-mile round trip, well driven.
It's worth it.
It's worth That's why you need to order extra. So you have something to eat in the car on the way home.
There you go.
No, then I'd fall asleep.
Right?
Well, you gotta get one of those.
Sweats going down 294. I don't think so.
I know I'm gonna. I already know I'm gonna. I an idea in my head of how much money I'm going to transfer out of my savings account. So I already know of how much food I'm going to get.
Well, yeah, the price on that food truck's not cheap.
Well, I'm not going to buy the food truck, but I am going to,
Oh.
You sure?
because I don't get up there that often. I know that I'm going to have, and I know Trisha's going to get mad because I'm going to order so much food. And then, but
I'm going to say that the call for Saturday is definitely going to be that char siu pork shake. So that's definitely one of the calls. Pork shake.
Shank.
shank.
Oh,
Shank.
I thought you
Shake.
said a pork
Shank.
shake.
Brian's
I was
thinking
like, should I put a
milkshake right
straw
off
in
the
and-
I'm
top of
sure
his
you
head.
can
Like,
shake it, but no, it's a pork shank.
You know, I think that's one of those underutilized privileged pieces of meat is the shank. The shank, when it's cooked, it eats like silk. It's a silky piece of meat. It's amazing.
I guess
So
I know
again, we take those and then same thing. I marinate them, then we'll smoke them, and then they'll get braised again in the char siu. Then they'll probably go on the char grill and get mopped with some char siu sauce.
Who came up with the idea? I'm going to, because, a lot of barbecue restaurants you go to, you get sit at tables. And the first time I went to CCK, I had read that it was the family style table, this big table. And I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to sit next to anybody. But I hate to tell you, it is probably one of the most fun and exciting ways to eat barbecue, especially in your place. Because it was like, I at that time I got the big hoss and it came out and everybody's like, oh, wow. And then like somebody else's came out and it was like, oh, wow. And it does breed this community atmosphere around food. I mean, did you see that somewhere else or what made you want to do that type of seating?
Let's go to Texas. Let's go to, let's go to Lockhart. I mean, that's how those places are for the most part. Lockhart, right? All big communal tables, Smitty's, Kreitz's, Blacks. Blacks is a little bit, but all those places are very communal like that out there.
So at the old location, as small as it was, we only had 3 tables, each sat 12. So we sat 36 in total, but you had no choice. Like you had, it was long, skinny tables. You had to sit next to people. But we have people that started coming there that became friends. They've been to each other's weddings. They've been to each other's children's baptisms. They're still friends today. Like food is community. I mean, food, it's showing love, and like you'd see people sit down and like, you may not know the person next to you, but you're like, well, they missed out on the special because they got there late. Like, and you would see somebody giving part of the special to somebody who missed out. Or, hey, did you see this new beer they got in? Like, you got to try it. And literally pouring some of their beer in the can into their glass. Like, it's just sharing. It was communal. It was amazing. Like,
there was nothing better, especially at the old place. Like when a special would come off the wall, you could hear people in line be very disappointed. Be like, "Are you serious?" Like,
Sorry.
That's why it's a special. There's only so much left,
Yeah, it's a sorry, not sorry.
And then people always will be like, well, this should definitely be on the permanent menu. I'm like, well, then it won't be a special anymore. Then like some things can honor that, but
can't have everything on the menu.
no.
Yeah, not as a business owner. You have to control what you have on stock. You got to control your waste and everything like that.
As it is now, I will tell you guys this: we have vegetables.
What?
Vegetables.
Why?
We have a smoked cauliflower. This week is so we do a new cauliflower every week, and you know what? We go through 2 cases of cauliflower a weekend. So
is it when is that this weekend? What day is the smoked cauliflower?
It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
Saturday. Jesus, now I could change my savings thing because now there's something else.
Just keep on digging it in. So we'll have the buffalo one this week. Like the last couple ones, we've done all different types of different cauliflower, between Middle Eastern, Korean, Chinese, all different cauliflowers like that. And we have our Brussels sprouts. It started off as a whim, and the Brussels sprouts, even people who hate Brussels sprouts are like,
I hate.
So we take them
like barbecue Brussels sprouts.
No, but they're not smoked though. We blanch these. And then they go in the fryer, and then they get a Thai sauce on top of them, they are awesome. So yeah, we do have some vegetable things.
You got Steve
And-
over there that doesn't like vegetables. Sorry, Steve.
No,
And
I do like.
Yeah.
I don't promote it, but
Mhm.
Trisha will know. I'm a cauliflower fanatic. I don't know why. There's something about it. I I really love cauliflower, and as soon as you
Is that
said
like
that,
a-
I was like, damn it.
Cauliflower connoisseur.
I am. I like cauliflower.
I
don't
like
know what it.
broccoli. I like good like roasted broccoli.
Yeah,
The cauliflower is like a second to that.
Mhm.
Yeah. and I don't know why, but there's
But
something
the
about it.
cauliflower
And then
is smoked though.
that's okay.
Yeah.
No, I like I creative ways of doing cauliflower. I have no idea. It's I don't know what it's one of the weird tastes. And I'm not a Brussels sprouts fan, but I do know that barbecue places usually have very awesome Brussels sprouts. So now I'm going to have to get Brussels sprouts and cauliflower and the special and pastrami and brisket.
I figure that this might be Steve's side plate. I don't know if you know. That's just his
That's
side
what
plate.
it's going to look like.
There you go.
Yeah, that's probably what it's going to look like. Yeah.
Just need one of those.
Well, but if you have a group, you just order a bunch of everything and you just all kind of like share and like sample. I mean,
I think that's
kinda
what we did
barbecue's
last time.
about.
We did a little bit
I
of
don't.
that. Yeah, we kind of.
Yeah, I don't think Steve wants to share though. I just saw the look in his eyes when I said. you want to
No, I
share.
don't.
He's like,
I do like.
"Yeah, no,
I
that's
share
not
little
happening."
bits. There's like a quota. Like only so much is for sharing, and then the rest is for.
What's our dessert? Do we know our desserts this week?
Yes, we're gonna have banana pudding on Saturday and a chocolate cake on Sunday.
I don't like
Steve
bananas.
loves banana pudding.
No, I don't like banana. I don't like bananas. But Trisha likes bananas, so I'm sure she'll have the banana pudding. I do love Chicago Culinary Kitchen's bread pudding. That is one of my favorites. It's the bread pudding.
You like chocolate cake?
Who doesn't?
Right?
I could probably find a way to get you pieces of chocolate cake on Saturday.
There we
if
go.
you'd like.
See, that just adds to that plate that you got there, Ryan,
There
that
you
you
go.
showed. Well, what did we do? We did the BBQ Love Tour at Lexington Betty's and down south, and then I don't know how many. I ended up with 5 trays. I think is what was like 5 trays of food. The lady actually had to stop and ask. She's like, "Is this all? Is this all for you, or are you guys? Because it was me and Trisha and Ryan. It was one of the smaller groups." And she's like, "Is this for all 3 of you?" And I said, "No, this is just mine." I said, "Ryan's getting his own."
I've got my own plate.
But I gotta try a little bit of everything on the menu. I can't just get like one thing.
I think we
who goes?
met her at the Burger Hop.
Did you? Yeah. She wasn't there when we were there, but the food was pretty good.
Mhm.
Did she do a smash burger or sorry?
Jesus, Ryan, leave the.
I don't know what she did. No, you can't smash burger because you're all cooking on charcoal grills.
And half the time it rains and downpours when you're at the Burger Hop.
Mhm. Not fun.
Well, you guys are championship burger cookers. I think, if I remember correctly, you are always being the champion best burger in town.
Yeah. I don't want to gloat.
And then you just.
I just love the-
And I was gonna say, I just saw you with 2 new spoons, so I know you're a chili person. I think that you do.
Oh, we ripped
chili.
through the suburbs with chili.
Yeah,
We beat
literally.
the hell out of Palatine. We beat the hell out of, So the year before we did green chili. So guess what everybody came with this year? Green chili.
Green chili,
Guess what I did not do? Green chili.
chili.
And guess what I'll never do? I'll never do a brisket chili. Everybody always thinks, oh, it's a barbecue place. They're definitely gonna do a brisket chili. Not in my life will I do a brisket chili, only because you would think that that's what we would do.
Yeah.
So we did a smoked lamb chili this year.
A Moroccan smoked
It
lamb chili.
it ripped through everybody.
Yeah.
I do love chili too. That's one of
Yeah.
my other. I do love a chili.
Yeah.
So that might be on the plate.
Basically the chili that we did, if you know what that is.
I don't know what that is,
You got some.
but I'm gonna look it up when we get done.
Shakshuka. Yep.
We've served it before at the kitchen, but like on
Mhm.
tacos with fried eggs. It's really good.
Yeah, but we added lamb to it.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm hungry already, Ryan.
I
and
love
it's only
lamb. Yeah, I
Thursday.
know. I'm just like, I love lamb.
Maybe we could start tomorrow. We could do barbecue love early. We could be like the early people and then just still be there when everybody's there on Saturday.
Done.
Sweet. You could sleep in the food truck.
Is the patio open? Is the patio
Yeah.
open?
Ready to go.
Open.
I plan on sitting on the patio, Ryan, if it's not terribly cold. Today
I
it's
think
freezing.
We
went
do
live
have
on the patio,
heaters.
didn't we?
What's the weather?
Yeah, let me look at the weather, but we do have heaters out there. Looking at the weather. Hold on a second.
Supposed to be like 70 something, at least here.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
Oh, I got 48 to 65 for Saturday on my phone.
Yeah, that's good enough. I mean, because by the time you get done eating and you get the meat sweats and all that other good stuff, you'll be
Wear a
perfect. temperature.
sweatshirt, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I can wear my new sweatshirt.
Dude, what sweatshirt is it, Ryan?
Yeah.
You'll just have to wait and see, Steve.
Well,
I swear to God, if it says nobody rubs my butts other than whatever, if it's one of those sweatshirts,
It's not even a
I'll
bar.
just
It's
kick 'em
not even a bar.
Done.
I will beat your ass so hard. Because if you're that guy, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
rub my meat and whatever the heck did it. Yeah.
Yes.
I like my meat fold and my.
I've gotten a couple of those for
snaps.
Christmas one time. Like, thank you,
Thank
Mom,
you.
for that. Yeah, no, because you do barbecue, like, yeah. I'm like, I'm not wearing this.
Yeah.
Now I know what I'm sending Greg every year for Christmas to the restaurant.
Yeah,
It's the most cliche barbecue shirt you can possibly.
right.
Oh man. No, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Hashtag Handsome is not coming with me because he doesn't want to make the drive. But
Well, that's Ryan's son.
That's his problem.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, he enjoyed all this when we were at Deuce's place. He really enjoyed I love Deuce's restaurant, but I mean, the Chicago Culinary Kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
How old is hashtag handsome?
he's 12 and a half.
Okay.
Very picky. I love him when he comes. We just went to his middle school, like 6th, 7th, 7th, and 8th grade, whatever it is, whatever they call it out here now. But they're like, sign up for the classes, do this, and they're like, we got this class, and then there's 50 different classes. We got a cooking class, and I smacked him on the back. I said, there you go, get in it.
Yeah.
He said, oh. He said it's probably not cooking on a Blackstone.
It's like, who cares?
I do a lot of flat top cooking, so
No kidding.
what, Steve? I mean,
Well, you need to expand your horizons a little bit, and then maybe your kid wouldn't be only worried about cooking on a Blackstone. You need wide variety.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the first thing in your group is barbecue. I mean,
You're right.
but you only seem to focus on the second word.
I'm a short order cook. What can I say?
Right?
Yeah. Right. Well, believe it or not, Ryan, the hour is up already.
I know. I buy like nothing.
Went by like nothing.
So, oh well.
Anyway.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Saturday, and anybody who chooses to come with you guys. I'm very excited. It'll be a lot of fun.
I hope a lot of people show up.
Yeah, we'll see. I haven't looked at the totals yet to see if anybody's. It's just like Steve said, though. A lot of people don't even click that they're interested or that they're going or anything like that to let us know.
Even though we
it's nice
asked.
to know people are coming.
We ask people to let us know so we can at least let owners know if there's a lot of people coming. But
Yeah, that way we can try to get a table together, or if not, I think last time we were there, people showed up late and they had to go sit with other people, and it worked out great.
Mm-hmm.
that's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of doing the double dip. So I might do the restaurant and then I may swing over to the food truck because how
I
could
think
you
that's
not?
a good call. They got good beers over there too.
Yeah,
We have good
Microphone's
beer,
a
but they've
great,
got-
great brewery, and they have a bunch of different art. I think somebody's painting a mural of the food truck and stuff like that. So there's a lot of fun stuff happening there.
And that's at 121 Garlish Drive.
Isn't he handsome?
Yeah.
He's so handsome.
For the picture. Some of the pictures. And I didn't even bring up the pictures of when you're dressed like the medieval warriors.
Oh yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
gotta have fun.
The Viking
Gotta have
funeral.
fun. The Viking funeral. All right, guys. We'll let you get back to your evening with the doggies and relax, and we'll see you guys on
Saturday.
See you Saturday. One way or
Well,
another.
thank you guys so much.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thanks for coming on. We'll see you
Anytime.
Saturday.
See you guys.
See you
Appreciate it.
Saturday.
Bye.
Bye.
Another great show. An hour.
Another
done,
great
just
show.
like that.
I tell you, that is one of the best restaurants in the whole world. If you are listening to this and you watch it on some of the shares tomorrow or whatever, you need to get to Chicago Culinary Kitchen. And if you can, come on Saturday, because it's always nice to have a whole big group come, and that's the whole the
I
whole
didn't
point
have
of
that
it.
up the whole time, but oh well. I gotta say
were
though,
just-
I mean,
You were so excited
know
about
it's the end of the
starting.
show, and it's if you really think about it though, the logos are in the right spot because I'm on the left, I'm on this side, you're on that side. I mean,
It is right. I guess you want to look at it that way, Ryan. It would be, but you could say it's wrong now.
wow, but you don't like to be on that side, so
That side, I do. I like to be on this side. I don't know what it is. I think it is the eye thing. I don't know why. For over here, it looks like I'm looking straight. If I'm over there,
yeah, because my camera's right in the middle, and I'm always looking like this.
yeah. So otherwise, always makes me, when I look at myself on the screen, it makes me think I'm looking to the side. So,
Well, we got one viewer in here still.
yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Something's happening with StreamYard. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out, but well, it's not directed
Figure it
right
out.
to the group, so I don't know if we gotta start. Yeah, we can talk about that often. Anyways,
Okay.
next week. What do we got
Next week, Ryan, we will have on Thursday night barbecue chat. For those of you who wish to sign on, we will be going live, and I mean live, with Craig Carter, the party starter. He will be down there live at Memphis in May, and we will be talking. He'll be taking us on a tour of his booth, as well as we may get a tour and walk around and talk to some of the other people. And some of the people he said is right next to him will be our good friends Brad and Brooke from the Shed. And I'm all bleached out again, but that's okay. So the Shed's hopefully we'll get to see Brad and Brooke. We'll get to see if they put the massage benches inside their booth, per our suggestion from the show. And then who knows who else we'll see. Mike D might there. God only knows what happened to Mike D. He's busy, so I might see Mike D. We might see Michelle O'Gwin on there. There might be a whole bunch of people next week. So if you are looking for an exciting show with possibly random star-struck adventure, then that next week is your show, because we will be going with Craig Carter from Aces Wild, and he'll be taking us on a tour of Memphis in May.
Yeah.
It's the closest I'm going to get.
Yeah.
I love these hats.
All right. Well,
I
thanks
should
for
have
hanging
taken
out.
it. I should have taken it down to South Carolina with me, but I didn't. But I should have taken my Shed hat with me.
Yeah.
Then they're signed. Not everybody's got one that's signed. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. I'm afraid to break it. Your Brad Orison looks better than my Brad Orison. Mine's actually pretty good. I can see it. Yeah, and Sister Brooke over here.
Yeah. Good times.
Thanks, guys.
All right. We're out of
All
here,
right, everybody.
We'll see you next Thursday.
Make sure to, as always, as we like to say, you should probably say it more in the beginning when there's actually people that might actually be watching all in the beginning. Please follow It's All About the Barbecue on Facebook. Subscribe to it on YouTube. And now, brand new yesterday, because I figured it out, we're on Instagram and TikTok.
And Barbecue Black Stone Beer on all those as well.
Yeah. So follow everything. That kind of helps spread the love to everybody. Get everybody following everything. And that just helps everybody get to enjoy this wonderful, fantastic show. You just can't get shows like this anywhere.
And if you made it till the end of the show, or you're watching a replay or anything like that, don't forget barbecueproshop.com. Use code chat10 for 10% off your order. Yeah. I mean, you got to stick to the end to get the codes.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We should start that at the beginning. Stay till the end to see a special promo. Like today, they would have been all excited. They would have thought like, oh, hey, maybe they're giving away a coupon to Chicago Culinary Kitchen, and it would just be the Pro Shop.
Right. That's not just the Pro Shop though.
Well, I mean, it's the pro shop. You buy
no.
sauces, you buy spices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be more excited myself. Not that I wouldn't be excited to get something from the pro shop,
Right.
but I'd prefer to get some food. Yeah. Ryan, I'm going to order a lot of food this
I
weekend.
know. It's going to be bad. I'm going to
It's just
order
gonna
this.
It's just going to be awful.
All right, guys.
It's
We will
just-
see you next Thursday. Memphis in May live here on
Thursday night
All
barbecue
About
chat.
Barbecue, Blackstone and Beer. Thursday night barbecue chat.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.